Take two. We're going to get it right this time. So we have another great group of sign carvers of the day. That is SCOTDs for you new people. This is where we actually showcase your work. And I gotta say, this group of signs is phenomenal. There's just some great work here. You guys just keep raising the bar. You keep making great stuff, pushing us kind of to get better at what we're doing. But it's tough to keep pace with you guys. You guys are doing phenomenal work. There's some first-time sign carvers here, which is just incredible work. So for anybody that sends their pictures in to me so that we can share these, this is from 10/18 through 11/2. So if you sent me a picture during that time frame, it should be in this group or maybe just shortly after. So anyway, let's just jump right into here. First, we have our buddy from the Phoenix area, Floyd Hare. He did a piece of poplar and 3 pieces glued together to make a 13-inch round. Used our little hot rod template. Looks like it's got epoxy on it. I don't know that it does for sure, but it certainly, if it's not epoxy, it certainly got a lot of coats of clear. Great job, Floyd. Next, we have Jerry from Canada. I absolutely love this sign. I love the dimple effect. I'm not sure if it's live edge, but it looks like it is. But there's tons of work in this thing, and the colors are vibrant, phenomenal work, Jerry. I absolutely love this. Great job, buddy. Next, we have Charles Walker. This is just incredible. I love the colors. I love the carving. Everything about it. This thing is phenomenal. This is made from a panel board from Lowe's, which I've carved many times, and they're not always the easiest to carve, but Charles, you knocked it out of the park, buddy. This looks phenomenal. Next, we have Greg and Melanie Wells. So this is an arrangement of porch signs, and these things are super popular these days. These look like they were made on cedar fence pickets. Greg and Melanie, you did phenomenal. I'm certain that you get these in front of people and they are going to sell. These things look terrific. I love the color. I love the design. Great example of some terrific porch signs. Steve Amos, a great wedding gift. Looks like it was made on select pine. Terrific lettering. And this, sometimes this script lettering can be really tricky, and man, you pulled it off terrifically. I love it. I don't know if you used the carving liner. It looks like you might have used a carving liner on some of these really small letters here. Terrific job, Steve. I'm sure it was a big hit at the wedding. Next, we have Brad Kieran. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Brad. If I didn't, I apologize. So this is one of Brad's first signs, which is phenomenal. It's a 15-inch round out of pine, and looks like he did some staining on it. The color is great. You're holding a phenomenal line. It's obvious that you have a great attention to detail, Brad. This is just spectacular. Love it. Great job. Next, we have Guy Fagerman. Guy did this on a pine cookie. Did tons of work, and the material was supplied by the customer. That's not always an easy thing to pull off, but you certainly did, Guy. Looks terrific, buddy. Love it. Next, we have Ben and Max Quirk. So Ben is the father, and Max is in the picture here. I love it anytime kids are getting involved in working with their dads or moms in woodworking, especially sign carving. That's dear to my heart for sure. So this was a gift for Max's middle school teacher for her birthday. I'm sure she loved it. Great job, you guys. Next, we have Scott Class. Scott made this. This is a design I've seen a couple times over the years. I think it's phenomenal. Great idea for a gift for teachers. And he made this from a cedar fence picket. I'm sure Mrs. Thrush absolutely loved it. Great job, great job, Scott. Next, we have David Schultz. And this was made for a friend who lost his son in an accident. I've seen this design before, and I love the way you put this into place here. Looks like it was made on a piece of select pine with an epoxy finish, and it looks phenomenal. Great job, David. Alan Lynch made this in honor of a couple officers that lost their lives in Alan's small town in Innisfil, Canada. And I'm sure this was much appreciated. Great job, Alan. I love the design. And again, shout out to all of our police officers and first responders. Great job, Alan. I love it. Next, we have Bill Mitchell. So this is a 1x9x20 repurposed redwood. He used a profile bit and the 60, made for a friend, and was asked to make 2 more after he did this. So I'm not surprised, Bill. This is phenomenal. Great job. I love the color. I love the way the color of the wood is as well. And using a piece of repurposed redwood, this is about as good as you can get. Great job, Bill. This one is really, really cool. Again, you guys just keep, like, you know, raising the bar. Keith Davenport made this bench, and he did this in honor of Keith's cousin who passed away this summer. This is all cedar, and he used the 60 degree and the profile bit to customize this beautiful bench. Just love it. Great job, Keith. Beautiful work. So as you guys know, I very rarely use 2 pictures, but this one is super special. This is from Jason Shotwell. Jason came actually to the Klingspor event that we did a couple months ago. This one is so cool that it just, one picture didn't do justice, because you guys wouldn't realize the work that was done. This whole thing was carved out of wood. This little mini truck, and the color, the work, the LEDs, I can't even imagine how much work and time went into this, but it is absolutely just breathtakingly spectacular. And Jason's a really cool dude. We met him, spent some time with him at the Klingspor event. Jason, thank you for sending me these pictures. I'm happy to show this off for you. Just phenomenal. Just words don't even do it justice. Next, we have Jim Reinhardt, his very first sign. This is for his daughter's turtle. He has our base plate and loves it. Doesn't have our bits, but he's, I think they're on the way now. He didn't have our bits when he did this. So, terrific job for your first sign, Jim. I'm sure Franklin loves it. Next, we have David Gates' very first sign, which is pretty spectacular. When you look at this as a first sign and those thin lines, he made this for his daughter's wedding. And boy, there's a lot of really tight lines there. For a first sign, David, you did phenomenal. I can't wait to see more of your work. Next, we have Sherman sword. This was made from a milled down piece of cedar. He actually took some cedar posts and he made this sign 12 inches by 13 inches. He used the 60 degree, the spiral upcut, and the profile. Made for his mechanic. I'm sure your mechanic loves it. I love the frame on there. That's just a phenomenal job. Great job. Great work, Sherman. Next, we have David Fees, 24 by 30. This is David's 6th sign, made from a panel board, and it's a wedding gift for friends. It makes me laugh. I don't know. It looks phenomenal. I know these types of artworks are very popular these days. The lines, the work on this was just looks phenomenal. Great job. I'm sure it was a big hit at the wedding. Great work. Lou Rhoten tennis. This one we actually saw in person when we were at Klingspor. Met Lou and his wife in Hickory, North Carolina. That's where the Klingspor event was. And this took first place. They had a big competition, and Lou entered this, and it took first place at the extravaganza and in his class. So congratulations, Lou. It was an honor meeting you and your wife. Hope we get to do it again next year. Great work, Lou. Last but not least, we have Donna. Donna May made these 3 signs. Her and her husband, Lee, along with their sons, are making these signs. So just love these. These are terrific. I'm sure that they would sell well if you get them in front of people. So they are the ones that Donna and her husband are the ones that won the large beginner kit in our last giveaway. Anyway, There it is, guys. Phenomenal work here. As I mentioned, this is a big inspiration to Ryan and I. I hope this inspires you guys, give you some ideas to get those creative juices flowing. We love doing this, showing off your work. Again, this is 10/18 through 11/12. Keep sending me those pictures, guys. If you have any questions, anything I can help you with, eric@makeawoodsign.com or ryan@makeawoodsign.com. Have a great weekend, you guys. Merry Christmas to everybody. We're going to start saying that a little bit more. I think we all need a little bit more Merry Christmas these days. So we love you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.